Hey everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we've sat down and done like a sit-down vlog.
Yeah, sit-down vlog. Weird. It's been a little while, yeah, so it's a little bit unusual for us, but excited to be talking to you about this particular topic on this vlog.
Yeah, we got a notebook because we're like, we've made some note prompts because we just think we're going to forget what we need to say. So, yeah. Welcome back anyway. When you're watching this, it's just 4 weeks to go until we head back to Florida.
It's about time, it's been so long.
And we're just really excited to talk to you about our upcoming plans and starting with who we're going with.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be going back to Florida, and we say back because they've been with us before, Luke's mum, nan and granddad. Now we try and go to Florida with them every 2 years, and it all started back in 2015, all those years ago, and then again in 2017, and here we are again 2019, and they're coming back with us, and we couldn't be any more excited.
We are, and they're so excited. Now if you watched our 2017 vlogs, we'll link them below, but we went with them in 2017 and vlogged it. We weren't vlogging in 2015, wish we were, because I wish we'd captured those memories.
Yeah.
In 2015, my grandparents said it was their only trip, it was their last trip. They weren't going to do any more trips to Florida, that was it, because they went years ago. So then 2017 rolls around and they came again, and that was the last trip and they're not coming again.
We've heard that story before.
Yeah. So then obviously 2019 and they said they're going to do one last trip.
Yeah, we were a bit surprised, you know, because of the last feedback that they gave, but they were like, no, we're coming with you, there's no way, two ways about it. So yes, they're coming back with us this year to Florida. Yeah,
they love it. They love that we organise everything for them, so they just turn up and they just go with the flow. They have no requests, it's just really... They don't have any specifics, they just love to do it as we plan it and enjoy every minute. But it just shows, like, I would just love to be able to do that when I was 80, in my 80s, like just to be able to have that zest for life and keep going. Life goals,
right there, life goals.
So how long are we going for?
We are going for 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. So,
and like always, our adventure starts the night before, because we like to always travel up to the airport the night before. Firstly, it's an extra night in a hotel, and it's an extra night of holiday. So.
Exactly, and personally for us, we always feel more relaxed and more in the holiday spirit, having, you know, being at the airport the night before and not really having to worry about things like traffic on the way, and we can just wake up and walk across the road, literally, to the terminal, ready for our flight.
Yeah, and this time we've previously stayed in the Premier Inn, and in September last year we did the Hilton, and we're doing the
Gatwick Hilton again.
Gatwick Hilton again. So it's attached to the South Terminal, and it's just for a walkway. It's so easy and convenient.
Really easy, yeah. And the great thing about the Hilton is you've got things like the luggage trolleys that we can easily use that are available there, and it's just super convenient getting across into the terminal itself.
Yeah, a lot of this trip we've planned quite differently this time because my granddad is disabled. He has had some problems in the last year, which some of it we've mentioned on like lives and videos and stuff, but his health hasn't been great. So we've taken some considerations into account. So for example, we've booked special assistance for the first time for the airport to help us, and he may well rent a scooter in the parks. He's also probably going to need a disability badge because he can't stand for too long. So we'll talk about some of the things we've done to plan for that, to hopefully have a really good trip.
We've adapted the trip, you know, to suit them because they're our #1 priority.
Yeah. So we booked the Hilton at Gatwick this time.
Through hotels.com.
Yeah, we really love using hotels.com because you can, every 10 nights you stay, you get a free credit. So we've been obviously adding all nights up over the years, and I've had quite a few free nights through them. And also Quidco, if you haven't used Quidco, it's a cashback site, so you can normally get some cashback as well as earning a credit. It's lower, but it's worth looking at.
Yeah, if we're spending money with a retailer, we're always looking for what we can get back in terms of cashback or a free night stay down the line. So yeah, always worth looking at.
Definitely. And our car parking we booked direct with Gatwick through My Gatwick. You can register free for My Gatwick online, and you normally get about 10% discount on official parking. So we're parking in the Gatwick Valet at South Terminal, so it'd be nice and easy, and we've used that many times before.
You'll see this theme developing: nice and easy, simple, convenient, you know, all these things definitely would consider when planning our trip.
So our flights are all booked through British Airways this time. Again, we've used them quite a few times recently. One of the perks of booking through BA is you only pay a low deposit if you combine a flight with a hotel or a car. So we booked a hotel and we booked a flight in our car, and we've gone for a 7-seater this time because there's 5 of us, and with luggage you need the extra space, so it works quite well.
And we know we're going to be bringing the luggage back.
Yeah, so we just paid a 175 deposit per person, and then the balance was due 5 weeks before. What's good is you earn Avios on the flights, but you also, because it becomes what's called a British Airways holiday booking, you also earn Avios on the total booking value as well, so it kind of doubles up.
Yeah.
So that's a really good perk of booking with BA. We like booking with them.
Yes.
They also came out cheapest at the time, so that was good. And the car hire always goes through Avis normally with BA.
Yep, and we do the Avis Preferred service through BA, which is a free service, so it's a free club you can be part of, so definitely make sure you're signed up for that.
Yeah, you just sign up on the Avis website directly, and then when you're booking your BA trip, you put your Avis Preferred number in and it automatically links up. That means that we should be able to go straight to the garage.
It's
works
in general, so you know, there's the last thing you want to do. This is what we always say in our planning vlogs. The last thing you want to do is, for our perspective, is go to the desk. We want to get off that plane, get our luggage, go straight to the car and go.
Yeah, definitely. We've still, even though we're staying on Disney the whole trip, we still want to have a car just for the freedom of getting around, doing off-site. We've always had a car, so we've been used to that.
Yeah.
So next, let's talk about where we're actually going to be staying on this trip. We're doing it a little bit different to previous trips. We're going to be staying on site the whole trip.
Yeah.
So in the past, we've done a villa, we've done a couple of nights at Universal, a few nights at Disney. This time it's all Disney. I've not done all Disney since I was little with my family, so it's a big change.
I've clearly never done all Disney.
No. And we're staying at
the Grand Floridian for the first 6 nights. So we are landing at Orlando International Airport and going straight to Disney, which is something we've never done, and I'm really excited for that. So we're going to be checking into the Grand Floridian for our first 6 nights.
We are. We've booked studios. We've got 2 studio rooms because obviously my grandparents and mum will share a room and we'll have ours, so hopefully we're near each other.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
And we booked that through
the DVC rental store. And one of the benefits, or a couple of benefits of the DVC rental store, is that we won't have to pay for parking. But one thing to mention is we don't get the daily housekeeping. Yeah,
there is slightly different housekeeping schedule. It's not
Yes.
daily. But we use the DVC rental store. What they do, and we have got a full video that tells you all about that, which we'll link below, which
Yes.
we did. But the DVC rental store find people who are Disney Vacation Club members who haven't used their DVC points for that year and want to rent them out. We get to rent them at a cheap price, so it means staying on Disney, spending less. But see the full video below for more information.
Yes, and by using DVC rental store, it's meant that we've been able to stay at resorts where typically we haven't been able to stay at before. So it's just one way we've been able to experience Disney in a different way.
It is, and Grand Floridian is the first time we've stayed there. So it's a big, I mean, it's a monorail resort.
Yeah.
I know the monorail's a bit up and down at the moment, but the fact that we'll just be that close to Magic Kingdom,
I know.
I can't believe it.
I mean, we've dined in the Grand Floridian before, in 1900 Park Fair. We've looked around, we've gone to the shops, but never stayed there, so we're really excited for that.
I don't know about you guys, but it's obviously one of those resorts that's just a dream come true. And
Yeah.
when we were talking with the family originally, like, they said it's the last time we're going to go, and it's definitely the last time. So we said, well, where do you really want to stay? And my nan and granddad were like, the White Hotel. And we were like, which one's the White? Thinking it might be Boardwalk or...
So sweet.
And they were like, no, the really nice White Hotel. And I was like, okay, well, that is expensive, but we priced it through DVC rental store, and because it's such a special trip for them, we did it. So
it went well.
Lovely. So 6 nights there.
6 nights there, yep. Something's happening in the middle of the trip, and I'll let Luke explain what's happening next.
We'll come on that, but there is a Disney cruise for 3 nights in the middle of our stay.
Yes.
So we're going to get up from Grand Floridian, drive over to Port Canaveral, and board the Disney Dream. So we will tell you a bit about our Disney cruise in a minute.
Yep.
But after the cruise, we're going to come back.
We're going back to Disney, we're staying on site again, and we're doing 5 nights at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
We are. So we booked 2 studios at Animal Kingdom Lodge originally. Now,
and then something happened.
This is where we're really pleased we booked through DVC rental store. So what happened was the owner of the person we've been matched up with to rent our points cancelled the booking, so they didn't pay their dues. So thankfully DVC rental store, because we booked through them, They handled it all for us, and we've actually ended up going into a 2-bedroom villa in Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
Because the availability wasn't there, and they just covered it for us. So they were fantastic at sorting it all out, making sure that we had cover. And that was one of the great things about, because you can rent like DVC points on Facebook pages and stuff, but you can have a contract in place, but it'll only give you your money back. Whereas here, DVC Rental Store really went above and beyond. And
it happened quite late on, so we didn't really have long to go until we actually went. So it was handy that DVC Rental Store were able to fix the problem for us. And this is a great opportunity for us to explain to you how things don't always go to plan, but whenever we look at companies, we look at how they solve these issues, how they turn it around, and from our perspective, DVC Rental Store really did solve it for us.
That's it. It's not our first time staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We'd previously stayed at Jumbo House in, I think, 2014 or 2015. We had 4 or 5 nights there. It was just Rich and I. This time we're staying in Kidani, which is the separate building. And for my grandparents and my mum, it's their first time at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yes. So very excited to spend 5 nights there. Yeah,
it was exciting because we actually showed them a video on the TV the other day, didn't we? And it really helped them picture exactly what they're going to be experiencing on the trip. So it was very, very exciting.
Yeah, I was so excited. So it's like a mega trip for us.
Yeah.
We will make use of the Disney transport, which is obviously free. We would have had free transfers from the airport with the Magical Express. We've opted not to use those purely because we would like to rent a car. One option could have been to rent a car for just part of the trip, because there are some car rental places within Disney, like there's an Alamo at the car care centre, but it worked out so much cheaper booking our BA flight and car that it just made sense. So we did debate whether we like sent my mum and grandparents on the Magical Express and we took the car to make life easier, but we're just going to go together and arrive at the same time so we can all experience it.
I think they feel reassured being with us in whatever mode of transport that we're in, so that's how we, just so you guys can understand our reasoning behind our decisions.
Definitely. So, and then we are doing a Disney cruise in the middle. It's our 3rd Disney cruise. We previously vlogged it on the 2017 trip. Years ago we were talking about cruises and Rich didn't want to do it.
No, truth be told, cruises were not my thing at all, and Luke did have to do a fair bit of persuading to get me on a cruise in general. A Disney cruise was my very first, and still is the only type of cruise that I've ever done.
And it was amazing. 2015 we were sold. We've now got a 3-night cruise booked. We booked this back in March 2018 when it went on sale, so about 18 months in advance. We will do a full video at some point about Disney Cruise Line and just the booking process, the different times, the dates, but just for today we are doing the 3-night cruise. We have got a veranda room. It's actually one we've stayed in before.
Yep.
When you book with Disney, all your food and drink is included, with the exception of alcohol and expensive add-on meals. But apart from that, you're kind of breakfast, lunch, dinner, food any time of day is included.
Yeah,
which is good.
You are fed well on cruises in general, and Disney do not disappoint on that front.
Yeah. So the 3-night cruise, we effectively go to Nassau in the Bahamas. We go to Castaway Cay, and then we come back. So nice and short, but if you haven't been on a Disney cruise or you'd like to watch our vlogs, we'll link them below.
Or if you're thinking of doing a cruise for the very first time, and you're a Disney fan, just so happens, this 3-night cruise that they offer is probably one that I would recommend, because it's a nice little taster for you. You're not on the ship for very long, and there's a couple of stops, and it's just a nice little taster.
Yeah. Port Canaveral is about an hour away from the Disney resort, so it's really easy to drive. There's also a cruise bus which you can pay for or get transfers. We've also booked the Palo brunch, which is an add-on. We had it on our last cruise on the Nassau day,
and
it's
we
like
loved
an
it.
Amazing brunch. It's about $30 extra, so you do have to pay a little bit extra, but it's worth every dollar on that one.
Yeah, and the service we had a couple of years ago was amazing, and even to this day I always remember the guy that we had, and that's what it's all about. You know, if you have these amazing experiences, you're going to want to do them again.
The last 2 cruises we did, we left my grandparents and my mum in Florida. So the first time they stayed on the east coast in Cocoa Beach, and the second time they stayed over in St. Pete's Beach. This time they're going to come on the cruise with us. We managed to get a room for them because my granddad needed a disabled room. They ended up with a really big room, on the corner.
Not jealous at all.
Really nice, so we'll show you that.
Yeah.
But they've got a massive wraparound veranda and everything, because there are certain rooms assigned for wheelchair access or disabled access that are adapted, and we just think it's really, really good that they do that, and it's something we'll get to show you on the vlogs.
Yes, looking forward to that.
So our plans this time, we've got an additional guest here. Willow's come to sit with us, which is lovely.
She wants to say hello. This is Willow, in case you haven't met her before. She's our cat, one of our 2 cats.
So you may hear her buzzing or purring or meowing as she sits with us. The plans for our trip, of course, Disney is going to be a massive part of it. We've got our annual passes for Disney, so we're going to be doing all the parks. We've got some different things planned this time in terms of meals. So we're doing a Ohana dinner.
Ohana dinner, yeah. We've never done Ohana dinner, but everybody raves about it, so we thought we've got to do it. We're
going to do Narcosis or Narcosis, which is at the Grand Floridian, as our kind of special meal this time. We like to try and do a nice one that's signature as well.
And that'd be super convenient, having been staying at the Grand Floridian.
Yes. There is a new land opening up this time.
Yep, so we are going to experience the Star Wars land, and so we're off to Batuu, if that's how you pronounce it, I think, Batuu. So we're going to experience that for the first time, and your family are going to experience that for the first time, so
yeah. I'm not like a massive Star Wars fan, but the theming looks amazing, so I'm happy to be immersed in that. I mean, I'm not an Avatar fan, but that's just amazing. So
Avatar, you mean Star Wars?
You know, I'm not an Avatar fan either.
Oh, okay.
So like Pandora in Animal Kingdom, it's just done so amazing. You don't have to be like a Star Wars or Avatar fan to enjoy those lands. I'm just excited to get a Diet Coke bottle that's in like Star Wars language.
I'm so excited for that. It's probably going to be ridiculously expensive for a Diet Coke, but I need it. It's one of those things where you just got to get it.
And obviously the park hours have been adjusted, so they're opening at 6 AM for Hollywood Studios, so we're going to do our best to get there for 6 AM to get on the rides.
And is that a perk because we're staying on site?
That's extra magic hours.
Extra magic hours, yeah.
And then we've also got Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage, yep, which was there back 2 years ago when we went with your family, but they didn't get to experience it. So this year we've told them it's a must. It's going to happen. So yeah, we're going to get them on Flight of Passage.
Yeah, definitely. We may need to use the disability pass for the queues for my granddad because he's unable to stand or sit for too long. So we may rent a wheelchair and try sitting and standing that way. But we'll just see how he goes. And just weigh it up, but obviously the option's there if we need it.
Yeah.
We did apply for a disabled badge for parking, so if you have a blue badge in the UK for parking purposes, you can email over in America, and you have to send an application form. You have to pay $17, I think it is, and you have to send a picture of the person's passport and their UK parking badge, and then they post you a temporary one you can use in Florida. So you still have to pay for parking. We won't have to anyway because we've got annual passes or DVC rental, but you do get to park closer to the front, which obviously with the amount of walk-in, we are a little bit concerned about my granddad. He's a bit reluctant to rent a scooter.
Yeah.
So we tried to look at renting a mobility scooter, which he doesn't want to do. So we're going to sort of have to play it by ear. So when we've made our Disney plans for rides and stuff, we've looked at, we normally jet across the park, so we'll go to like Buzz Lightyear, then we'll go to Big Thunder Mountain, then we'll go to Space Mountain, and we don't mind crossing around.
Well, we can't do that on this trip. No, that wouldn't be fair.
So we've had to plan our fast passes to go in order to around the park and allow lots of rest stops. Yeah. So it'd be good, a different pace for us, because we're normally like...
Yeah, on the go.
Yeah.
But we've tried to remind them it's not just about the distance, it's also about the heat as well, because the heat, it plays such a massive part in your energy levels and how much you can do on a daily basis in Florida. Everyone wants to do everything, but I think realistically, you know, you can't.
If you've seen our vlogs before, we like to start the day really early, so we like to get out into the park when it's quiet. We normally have lunch and then have some chill time, either go back to the hotel, go by the pool, and then revisit the parks again, just to avoid the heat of the day. And that's going to be the same here. So it may find that my granddad decides that he doesn't want to come out in the afternoon, he might want to chill by the pool for longer.
Yeah.
So we've planned that into our plans.
The other thing we're excited to show them is Toy Story Land.
Yes, they're excited for that.
They're very excited for Toy Story Land. So we're excited to get them on Slinky Dog, alien swirling saucers. you know, all those things that are going to be brand new for them. So really excited to show them those.
Definitely. And we got our fast passes for everything we wanted. We had to move some of our dining around because obviously you book your dining 6 months before and then fast passes come out.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios is a challenge now because everything's in group 1. So it's so hard to like get your Toy Story Mania, Slinky Dog, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. It's really difficult.
And talking of events, we are going to be doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year.
Have to do it. It's
Yes.
become a tradition for us, haven't we?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a staple of every September trip that we get to do.
And obviously they made some changes this year with the new fireworks and castle projection show, and also there looks to be some changes to Boo to You, the parade. We've not watched all of them.
No.
But a couple of you have sent us pictures of the new alien float. There's a new
Very
alien
excited
float.
about that.
So
I think there's some upgrades to the snacks as well. So there's lots of new things coming this year by the looks of it.
We've refused to watch anything, so we're going to catch it in person.
Yeah.
We've also booked one of the after hours events. So we did this back in January 2018 at Magic Kingdom, where you can book, I think it's around $100. Actually more than that. We got it for $100 because we used our annual passes. You get annual pass rates. But the after hours event this year is at Magic Kingdom. It's for 3 hours from 9 PM till midnight. And last time we got around so much, so we want to do it again.
We want to do it again.
And we're just doing that, just Rich and I, because my grandpa is too late for them. So.
We were up front and said this is what time it's going to finish, and it was just too late for them. But they were more than happy for us to go ahead and do that on our own. So yeah.
We're also going to spend some time at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. We've got annual passes for both. Well, the parks, including Volcano Bay. Not sure if we'll do Volcano Bay. It's just more of a backup.
Yes.
And at the moment we haven't got Halloween Horror Nights planned in. We'll see if we can fit that in.
Yeah.
This trip. It's just one of those things where it's hard to fit everything into a trip. We've got to give and take on some things.
Yeah, and the main factors of that is Orlando in general are adding so many more attractions every year. It's becoming increasingly difficult to fit everything into a 2-week trip. And also with the pace of this particular trip, like we said, things are going to take a little bit more time to get round. So that in itself is going to factor into what we actually get to do as a whole on the 2-week trip.
Yeah, we also, for the Disney tickets and Universal tickets for my mum and grandparents, we bought those from Florida Tix. We got the 14-day Disney and a 14-day Universal for them, and they were £643 each. They were on like an offer at the time. Obviously park tickets are always expensive, so they've got their tickets all linked up, which is good.
So last year we were fortunate enough to be gifted 2 experiences by Ocean Florida. We got to do Fun Spot, which is one of the non-Disney Universal type theme parks in the local area, which was really great fun. We really both enjoyed that day. And we also got to dine at the Hard Rock Hotel.
We are. So we're really excited this year to say that we're working with Ocean Florida again, but also working with SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. And they've really kindly gifted us some tickets for our trip. So we just can't believe that anyone would want to give us tickets. So it's so nice. It's just so thankful that we can have these experiences, and we're going to tell you more detail about what they are.
Yes.
But obviously Ocean Florida are the #1 independent Florida specialist for the UK, and we really liked working with them. They've been so friendly and so helpful in terms of what our plans were. So it wasn't a case of just saying this is what we want to offer you. It's a case of, you know, what are you looking to do on your trip, because that's one of the things we want to make sure we do, is that we always do the stuff on our trip that we want to do.
Yeah, and who is the trip designed around? Because like we've said, it's a very family orientated trip. We've got elderly people with us, so it was a very specific type of structure to our trip this year.
Yeah, so we're really excited. So they gifted us some tickets, which means that they've paid for them. They've not asked for any specific things in return, but obviously they just asked that we do tell you guys about it, which is you'd understand.
Yeah.
So we are going to Discovery Cove, which we've done. I think this will be our 10th visit to Discovery Cove since the park opened, since we've started going.
Yep.
So we have done it many times before, but this time we're going to be getting the ultimate swim package, which gives you the swim with the dolphins. Obviously Discovery Cove is beautiful. We have vlogged it on a couple of times at least on previous trips, so check those out. My grandparents love, and my mum love, Discovery Cove, don't they?
Actually, one of their most favourite experiences was probably when we were able to feed the birds.
Yeah.
And the birds were all landing on you, and you could feed them, and you were educated about all the different types of food that they can have, and that sticks to my mind.
Yeah, it does. So that was lovely. So we're going to be obviously snorkeling with the rays and the fish, and swim with the dolphins. And we just find Discovery Cove is one of those days where you just chill out. It's a very relaxed, limited capacity park. And what we found is it doesn't feel like a park day. It feels like you are at the beach or away from it all. It's tropical paradise. So yeah, definitely check out our vlog, because we've done that a couple of times and we're really excited to be doing that again.
Yeah.
So as part of the ultimate swim package, we also get 14-day tickets to SeaWorld,
Busch Gardens
and Aquatica. Or
Aquatica.
Aquatica. So we used to be annual pass holders for SeaWorld and Busch Gardens for many years. We obviously didn't renew a few years back because we were at a stage where we were trying to fit so much stuff in. But the last time we really did those parks was in our 2015 and 2017 trip with my grandparents and my mum. They love SeaWorld. They love the rides. I think the main thing there is the rides. We love doing the penguin ride, Journey to Atlantis.
Yeah, the main, like you say, the main draw for those parks is the rides. I mean, they have some fantastic rides there.
Yeah, we've also got obviously the new Sesame Street that's there, which I'm obviously really big Sesame Street fans. So the Cookie Monster and stuff.
Childhood memories.
Yeah, we're going to head down to Busch Gardens as well. And at Busch Gardens, in 2015 we did the Serengeti Safari. And Ocean Florida and SeaWorld have kindly gifted us the Serengeti Safari again, which is great. You obviously board an open truck and out you go with the giraffes, and they come and feed them. And I just remember touching the giraffes. So we'll try and find some pictures and insert them now.
That was such a good day.
But we've done it maybe 3 times, but once with my grandparents.
Yes.
And saw a baby giraffe as well. So we're doing that. As part of this, we've also you can get free parking included, which comes with the ticket. So when you buy that ticket, you get free parking.
Yep.
We're doing all-day dining. So they've included the all-day dining package.
Yep, and that
which
will
we've
apply
never
to
done.
Aquatica, Busch Gardens and SeaWorld.
Yeah, obviously your food at Discovery Cove is included anyway. But this includes a main meal, a side or dessert, and a drink every hour.
That's quite a challenge, have to admit.
So I think we say we'll probably try like lots of different things. So maybe every hour we'll like share something, so they'll just go around and have something. So we don't want to waste, but we also want to see how much food we can get from it. So it'll be good. And that's at Busch Gardens and Aquatica and SeaWorld.
The other thing we've been gifted kindly as well is the Quick Queue, which is the equivalent to like a fast pass system, and this will work fantastically for especially your grandparents, because it will mean that we're able to get through the queues and not having to wait very long. So that's a massive perk. Yeah,
definitely. So we're really excited. My grandparents and my mum are over the moon because they absolutely love those parks and wanted to do them anyway. So it's worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
And we're just excited to, I don't know, just Aquatica is such a fun park, and I don't think it's been since 2016 that we last went there. We vlogged it in 2016, and I just remember us flowing around the fast river just for ages. And obviously both parks have added new attractions since we've been.
Yeah. So
it's really exciting.
And we've got fond memories of, I mean, one year we went to SeaWorld and we did the behind the scenes penguin encounter.
Yeah, that was good.
So we were taken backstage to where the advanced hospital facility. I mean, we were so impressed about how, you know, they're cared for, and the equipment and the technology that goes into looking after these animals. It's just amazing.
Yeah, so really excited for this trip. So yeah, we'll be completely transparent about that, and obviously any vlogs that feature content from any of those parks will be marked as ad, and what that basically means is that it was ad gifted, so it was a free experience and we didn't pay for it.
Yep.
We're not going to do mini vlogs on this trip, we've decided. I know we normally do. The last couple of trips we haven't done mini vlogs, and we found that it's been a much more enjoyable experience for us, especially with the family. What we want to do is dedicate everything to the main vlogs, but we'll still be very active on Instagram, so we'll link our Instagram below. Want to here.
So there'll be stories, Instagram stories.
There will, lots of Instagram stories and posts on there. Twitter,
we'll also be doing some updates on Twitter, and not forgetting Facebook as well. Yeah,
our Facebook page is linked to our Instagram, so if you're not an Instagrammer but you are on Facebook, the posts copy to there automatically, so it's good.
Yes.
We also have our Facebook group, which is LRDreaming group. I must just say thank you so much to everyone who's already a member on there, posting your pictures and your updates. We've picked up so much from there, so many lovely people.
Everyone's got a wealth of knowledge, and there is nobody that knows everything, so the fact that people go on there and share their stories, share their hints and tips that everybody can take advantage of is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. The other thing we just wanted to mention is we will be Ocean Florida kindly sent us some free gifts that we could do as a giveaway, so we will keep an eye. We'll just show you briefly what they are, but there's quite a few things here, loads of stuff.
I've got more things down here, so I'm just trying to carry them all.
So stay tuned. We're going to do the competition on Instagram, so that will probably be up in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned to Instagram, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, if you're on Twitter or any of our other social medias, we'll make sure we link those so you know where to go for Instagram competition.
Yeah, so that's all the things for our trip. If you are heading out in September or October or any time, let us know below the stuff that you're looking forward to. If you're there the same time of us and you see us, please say hello. We love to meet Disney friends, it's so nice.
We do get a lot of questions and emails saying, is it okay if we stop and say hello if we see you in the parks? If you're watching this, absolutely. We have no problems with that at all. Yes, please. The more Disney friends, the better.
And we're just going to leave you with one little video at the end of this that we took yesterday when we were with my grandparents and my mum, just seeing how excited they are. So we'll introduce you to them now, but we'll see you all very soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Some familiar faces. We've got Nan,
hello,
Grandad and Mum. And what you're looking forward to, 4 weeks to go.
To come to Florida.
Florida, yeah, excited. What are you most looking forward to?
Seeing you all again.
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to, Nan?
Oh, I'm looking forward to everything.
Everything.
There's nothing I don't, you know, not looking forward to.
What
From the
about-
moment I get there to the moment I get back.
Yeah. What about you, Grandad?
Well, I'm probably the same way, really, aren't I?
Yeah,
Yeah, everything I like, anyway.
everything.
I'm satisfied.
And what about you, Mum?
I'm looking forward to the cruise.
Yeah, the cruise,
I'm
Disney
looking
cruise.
forward to
Oh, the
going into
cruise,
the
yeah.
Grand Floridian. I've
Yeah.
always
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it. We've always
Yeah.
looked at it, don't we, from Magic Kingdom, and then the cruise, and then
Disney character
just
on
the
there.
whole, everything.
So we're going to go and talk about it now.